my diamonds, my TikTokers, and my Teletubbies. Let me fix my lips a little bit here. I'm making this video because, when I was a Jehovah's Witness, I had issues with alcohol. At the same time, I put myself in treatment. I went to a therapist. I went to a psychiatrist, psychologist, and they're the ones who educated me in terms of the difference between an alcoholic and a problem drinker. I used to be a problem drinker, but I was never an alcoholic. I'm the type, let me tell you how I get down. I may drink maybe 3 or 4 times out of a whole year. A year. I know people who drink every day. I have a family member who's like that, or every other day. He's a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not going to go into details. And I know several Jehovah's Witnesses who are like that. They drink every week, every day. They don't do, like me, I will let 3 months, 4 months go by before I have cocktails. Like yesterday, I had some cocktails, but I didn't realize these things are powerful. This is called Mike's Harder Lemonade. What? And it has 8% alcohol in it. And I was also drinking this while I was taking my melatonin. And I have the regular melatonin. This is 10 milligrams. And then I have these, which are gummy melatonins. And then I was having this, so it made my speech sound slurred. But I had to say, I just had to whatever, child. Live and learn. But like I said, I have never been an alcoholic in my life, even though you may hear people exaggerate things because they want you to, I don't know, let them be off the hook for whatever the hell that goes on. But I realized that there's the therapist, psychiatrist, and the psychologist that I went to, they schooled me. They said, no, you're not, Sheila, you're not an alcoholic. You're what they call a problem drinker. And I would like to refer you to moderation management. All the while, I was taught to think that I belonged in AA, and I never belonged in AA because I don't have that type of issue, even though I go to some of the AA fellowships, and I go to Al-Anon as well, because I like the fellowship. I like being around people who are not judging you, people who are not trying to, condemn you. You have a lot of people who they will talk about everything that's wrong with you, but they don't do anything to reach out to help you. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show. It's on Hulu. It's called Mom. They have a support network. They have sponsors. So that's what I need, but I don't have a car. So because I don't have a car, I can't make it to the place where I know where my tribe is at. CVRC, Grace Fellowship, but you need a car, or I have to pay $20 one way, $20 another way, coming back. So that's $40. And then if they don't see you on a regular, they're gonna think you're not taking it seriously. So that's what I do, the Zoom meetings. But it would be nice to have some physical meetings and in-person meetings so you could meet people, so you could go out shopping and dinner and all of this. And all this time, I had diagnosed myself because I had a family member who's supposed to be a professional saying you're alcoholic. No, it's not alcoholic, baby. Problem drinker, alcoholic. 2 different worlds. There have been times when I have had cocktails and you wouldn't even know that I was drinking. Then there was times when, depending on how overwhelmed I am. Like I remember I had to have a cocktail before I talked to my daughter. I don't want to go into details on it because she's not here to defend herself. But I always feel so drained and frustrated and exhausted. And I just wanted to toughen up. So whatever she may say to me, it won't hurt me. So that's why I said, let me just do this, long story. But I said, let me just have this cocktail before I call her so I could have my thick skin on. And it was just whatever. But the point is, you have to know the difference between alcoholics and alcoholism and problem drinkers. And you need to know about this new group. Well, it's not even new. It's been a while in existence for a while. But a lot of people don't know about moderation management. Now you have people in this moderation management, they haven't drank for years. They may have a drink, like usually me, if I go to a wedding, if I go out to dinner, or sometime if I feel like way, way overwhelmed, and that's like every 3 months, every 4 months, I may crash a little bit. I'm an imperfect person. You see, when I get on in the morning, I'm always cheerful. the bubbles in champagne. Sunshine, Miss Sunshiny. At the same time, I do have my days when I fall off too. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there in case a lot of people don't realize that moderation management does exist. And just because you've had issues with alcohol, it doesn't automatically make you an alcoholic. You need to really go into maybe, because the therapist is what brought me to my attention. Because I was like, oh my God, let me just do a self-examination. Let me take an inventory. And according to what this person kept telling me, I was like, I know I'm not an alcoholic. I know I'm not. Because I don't get down. Look at that show called Intervention. Those people have some serious issues that definitely need to be addressed. And thanks to the support groups that they have, they're getting the help they need, I hope. But intervention, a lot of times they fall off. They drink every day. You have people who spend $100, $300 a week on alcohol every day, every other day, every week. They're drinking. They can't let a month or two go by. Oh, no. Now, I know that the Bible speaks about drunkards and how they will not inherit the kingdom. I am far from being a drunkard. I assure you that. At the same time, I do have my off days. You know? Like I said, be careful with these, baby. I had two. And you would think that I was drinking some Bacardi hard. These things are what? And they're only 8% alcohol. Normally wine has like 11%. I don't know, it must be something else in these things. Mike's lemonade. And you would think, you know, it says lemonade. So you would say, okay, this is cool. Be careful. And then when you're taking these melatonin, sometimes it could give you dry mouth. But people don't take time to try to understand anything. They're just ready to criticize and judge you. You know how that goes. But like I said, as long as Jehovah God knows and Jesus Christ knows what's going on with me, that's all I care about. And as long as Jehovah and Jesus Christ support me and my mom, because you know my mom, she already made her transition, I'm good. I don't have time to sit here and worry about nonsense and foolishness, especially when you don't even want to take the time to try to understand. You don't. So who has time for that? I just wanted to make this quick video with hopes that it's also going to help a lot of people realize that, honey, do your research. Pray, stay prayed up always. And make sure that, you know, everything you do, you have God and Jesus' stamp of approval along with their understanding and their mercy. See, because I'm not living by rules and regulations. I'm living on grace. And some people feel that just because you forgive people, that means you got to keep on forgiving. No. Everything is situational with me. You see, because a person apologized and they may slip up again, they're not perfect. But I could see, first I got to see what was the trigger. What triggered you like that? And then I'm going to take into consideration why, because I love you and I really care. So I'm going to take the time to try to understand. But when you have people who haven't experienced much in life, not really, they don't fully get it. I get it. And there comes a time when you do have to cut people off, sweetheart. Like physical. If you're physically violent, that's a wrap. Now, when it comes to words, I can handle some words. Bring the words, baby, because that don't faze me. But if it's physical violence, no, can't be so bothered with that one. But like I said, just look more into moderation management, or maybe if you are an alcoholic and you know that you have to have a drink every day, or you get shakes or you get shimmers, or it's always on your mind all the time, and you can't seem to get past that kind of thinking, then yeah, you do have a problem. But just look into it and get back to me and tell me what you think. I love you.